welcome to Homestead Living Alaska. We finally got some snow. We probably got 6 to 12 inches of snow over the last couple of days. So today we're just going to spend the day moving snow around, blowing it. I'm going to show you the tools that we use and how each tool can be utilized to remove snow. If you're new to our channel, we're a family of 6. We live off-grid in Alaska by choice, and we are a family of 6. We are still burning wood, believe it or not. It is still dipping down at nighttime, probably to 20 to 25 degrees, so we are still burning our wood. We'll probably be burning it till May, especially just more in the evenings, kind of lighting that fire to just take the chill off. And the 2 types of wood we burn is spruce here and also white birch. This is some white birch here. The spruce wood is a soft wood, but it does burn pretty hot. The birch wood here is more of a hardwood. It's clean burning wood. We like mixing the 2 types of wood. It works for us. And then also for fire starter, as you guys know, I am a huge fan of using birch bark instead of kindling. So if you guys don't know, if you're new to our channel, what we'll do is we peel off a bunch of this birch bark. It'll come off in big chunks, and I actually have a box of it. It has a chemical compound called betulin, and it's extremely flammable, and so I basically have my box of birch bark, and I use that to restart a fire, in the middle of the night if the fire's gone out. And then I do have my little sticks of spruce I will put on top of my birch bark. So little tip, little survival tip: if you're in the middle of the woods, you need to start a fire and you can't find the right wood to try and start your fire, you can look for birch bark, and even when it's sort of wet, it will actually still light. So that's a good survival tip. All right, so I'm going to bring this wood in, and then I'm going to show you guys what the kids are up to as far as snow removal. So let's go check out the property. All right, so what's Lily doing over here? Lily is working on the front step. Doing some teamwork here, dividing and conquering. Yeah. Oh, nice. Very good. Very nice. That looks good. I like it. Yes. That way we don't slip when it all freezes again on that one step. Very nice.
I already did it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. Mr. Heater Buddy got snowed on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. And for those of you who don't know, we are huge fans of Mr. Heater Buddy. Oh, don't hurt yourself, Lily. Just probably is frozen. Mr. Heater Buddy is a great portable source of heat. We take it everywhere. We warm up cars with it. We take it to the outhouse. And it's a great tool when you do live off-grid and you don't have electricity, because we just, because it is so portable. We do like the bigger one, though, versus the smaller one. There's 2 types of Heater Buddies. And we definitely like the bigger Heater Buddy because it definitely can kind of combat all of the negative temperatures here in the state more than the tinier one. So I feel like that's a better one. The Big Buddy, I think, is what it's called. And you're getting extreme cold temperatures. I like the Big Buddy the best. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, well... Just be careful. It's okay.
All right.
Lily.
No, it's frozen.
It's frozen, and we can just we'll just deal with that here in a bit. Good job trying, though.
Yeah.
All right, then around the corner here, we have got the oldest son, Hudson. He's working the tractor, so each child has a tool for snow removal this morning. Brady and Dad are in town running some errands, and then Mom will be on the food. Everybody's doing something. Alright, and then over here we do have Harley cleaning off the cars today. Hi, Harley. Nice, Har. Much better. We've got Ruby doing something over here. Ruby, what are you doing? What are you doing? And if you guys are new to our channel, this right here, we talk a lot about this shovel, or we have talked a lot about this type of a shovel in the winter time. This shovel here is literally one of the best snow shovels. And it's a Remco. I don't think it was originally made for a snow shovel. I think it's actually for seafood and stuff like that. But it is insanely awesome. The snow just usually sloughs right off of it. It doesn't stick like this. I don't know why it's sticking today. They're super tough. I think Jeff actually ran one over and it was fine. Like, they're incredibly tough. They're small. They're not bulky. They are space efficient. They're not this huge shovel, which I'll show you next. So this here, they're light. They just kind of flick the snow around. Absolutely love the shovel. Let me show you the one. I mean, it has its purpose, but this is another one. But this thing is huge. This thing is very big compared to the other one. Now, this thing is good for, moving a bunch of snow. It is very tall and bulky compared to this other one, but it can move a bunch of snow. So I think each of these shovels have their own place for snow removal, but me personally, I love that red one. The yellow one, it's great for pushing. You kind of stand behind it and you can push a bunch of snow almost like a little snow plow, but it's quite large. It's not space efficient, but again, I feel like they both have their place. We use these a lot in the winter time here. But a lot of those have broken too. Where the red ones, we haven't bought that many red ones, and we've bought a lot of those other kinds. So I definitely am a huge fan of those red ones. They're hard to beat, plain and simple. And then, if you can afford it, a snowblower is absolutely going to save you a bunch of time removing snow. These can range from, a decent one to $4,000. I better make sure he's pulled the cords up. Before you snowblow though, here's a tip. Make sure you have all your cords pulled up. And we've got some snow on top of the woodshed here and also on top of Hudson's cabin. That's what it looks like here. Here comes Harley. Alright, so let's walk down to the greenhouse here and we'll see how much snow piled up inside of the greenhouse. Jeff did a little plowing last night, so kind of pushed up some snow here. There you go, that's what it's looking like here. And that's what the greenhouse is looking like. Now we could use a lot more snow and it would definitely be better for the summer's fire season, so I am happy we're getting snow. So we're still pretty far away from being able to plant anything in here. Okay, we walk down here. We've got the mill there. They do have the motor covered up on the mill. We've got the carport there with Lily's hole right there. And the last standing Costco carport. The other one did get compromised in a windstorm, like a month or two ago, so. We do have the snow blower there, as well as another plow that we may put on another truck for this winter, 2025-2026. So that's just kind of an extra plow we have. And if we eventually buy another truck, we'll put that on the next truck. There's the open field there. This was the field that we actually took the excavator and pulled stumps in the fall. So it's not too bad because we did do some plowing this morning. So Harley's just getting all the areas the plow cannot get with the snowblower, and that's a good way to get in between those tiny spots you can't put the plow. Hello, Swan.
Yeah, any spots the tractor can't get, just like blow it out to where it can be pushed. Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Live in Alaska. So it's that time of year we're going to start tapping some birch trees for birch water. You can make syrup out of that, candy out of the syrup. It's 100 to 1, so 100 gallons of birch water to 1 gallon of syrup. It's a lot like maple syrup, it's just not as sweet. And I think maple syrup is, I think 50 gallons of water, maple water to 1 gallon of syrup. I think it depends on the sugar content and the sap that's flowing in the tree at that time of year. And they say, and I found this too, yeah, a small tree will produce just as much as a big tree. It just depends on what vein you're getting and kind of how the sap is moving through the tree. We tapped this tree last year, right here. You just on these, a friend down the way, he tapped 5 acres of trees?
Something like that.
Yeah, and so he got the wrong taps, and so he gave us a few, and we really like, we use them. We don't want to not use them. So you just drill a 3/8 hole in the tree. Oh, good. Yeah. About an inch deep. So 3/8 hole wide, about an inch deep. You'll tap that in there, and almost immediately it'll start dripping. We're getting our supplies ready right now, but we'll be tapping trees next week. We feel like the nighttime temperature is warm enough for the water to start flowing. The buds are starting to pop out on the tree. It's been a really warm winter, so it looks like it might be an early tapping season. The benefits of the birch water, I try to drink a gallon a day of birch water while it's running. It's hard to keep. I thought about freezing blocks of it like in an ice house so I could thaw a gallon out every day, but through the year. But anyways, I try to drink about a gallon a day of birch water. I'll just come up to the tree, grab the jar, I drink the jar. I do that 4 times. 4 pint, was it 4 quarts? Yeah, 1 quart jar. Yeah. So 4 1-quart jars, about a gallon. And I feel great. It gets you kind of that boost getting out of winter. The birch water is like 95% magnesium. It has all kinds of other minerals and vitamins in it for you. It's super good for you. It's super hydrating. It's, in my opinion, just flat medicine for the body. I also find that when I drink I get a lot of headaches. It can be too much. Like if I burn a burn pile, the next day I have a headache. If I'm around cigarette smoke, the next day I have a headache. Paint, any kind of chemicals, Roundup, it's terrible for my head. Even vibrations in the air, the hum, not good for my head. Anyways, when I drink the birch water, I have 0 headaches. I wake up with, my neck is not stiff. It always feels like it's compressed. And I wake up refreshed. I have good energy through the day. Just someday I would like to make it to where I could tap and freeze like 365 1-gallon blocks of birch ice in like an ice house underground. So I could have, the family, we could all have birch water through the year.
Yep.
And I drink more of the birch water than anybody else because I feel like I'm pretty rough on the body growing up. So just too many sports, too many car wrecks, too many motorcycle wrecks, falling out of trees, stuff like that.
You've been adventurous.
Anyway, so I love the birch water. It's super, super good for your body. It makes good syrup. The syrup you can cook down and make it like, it's not real sweet like maple syrup. It's more like a glaze for like some grouse or some pork or duck, or I don't like duck, but chicken, pork. They'll use it as a glaze like that. I'm sure Oriental sweet and sour, or you could get real creative with it. With that. There's a place up the road in Talkeetna that sells it. They sell the syrup, they sell the candies. They're great people. What was the name of that place?
Her name is Dulce.
Yeah, Dulce, but that's the I just drove by it.
I just can't remember the name of it, but they are in Talkeetna.
Do some tapping out here, but
Ty would know what their name is.
yeah.
Is it Birchworks? No.
Birchworks.
Is it Birchworks?
I think
Okay.
it is. Birchworks,
Okay.
yeah.
They're super nice.
Yeah. So a lot of the people that tap trees, they take their water to Birchworks, they sell it to them.
Yep.
They have the machinery to
Distill it, or I don't know.
no, they do a reverse osmosis.
Yep.
Then they bake it down or evaporate it. And it's like this production.
It is.
Organized chaos, it looks like. But they do a heck of a job. And
They've got a good product.
now, if you're just a homeowner, just podunking around, well then, you can do it on your wood stove.
Yeah.
I don't personally drink, but I hear it makes a really good brandy. Or you make. I think someone was saying, yeah, you could use the wastewater from reverse osmosis. So the stuff when you do that, you want to keep the dirty water because that's the sugar. But the clean water, use that for your moonshine, and then flavor it back with the birch syrup.
Okay.
So on our next video next Saturday, we'll show you how we tap birch trees. Hopefully they're starting to drip. It's always a neat feeling. It's almost a panic because summer's here and it's time to go. Time to get things done. But we'll be tapping a few trees, see what's up. These taps are made for a hose. All right, so a 3/8 line. You tap it, it goes into a line. It could go into a bucket down here. You could have several trees joining into a 15-gallon bucket or a 5-gallon buckets, whatever you want to do. Or you'll have it miles of that 3/8 line going all over the property down to a collection site. So it's kind of a labor of love, but 100 gallons of 100 to 1 is pretty small margin. So you better like what you're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but thanks for watching. The wife and kids are going to town. Dad's staying behind cutting firewood. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.